Hi, people of the Philippines and people of the world. Hit the button below and you will be subscribing to the Boy Abunda Talk channel on YouTube. Let's keep talking. Kaibigan, tuloy ang usap.
We read in the news you were disrobed. What is your story?
There was someone that said she cannot participate. Am I less of a woman because I have done this? Mas mabang tao? I was shocked when this happened.
As you speak now, are you still hoping that this can change?
When one door closes, a lot more other things open. I'm just excited for what's next.
Nice to see you again.
It's so nice to see you after 5 years,
I know,
I think.
it's been a while. So how are you?
I'm good. I'm excited for today, I guess, it feels like get something off my chest. I think after today, I'm just excited to move forward and I'm excited for the future.
We read in the news you were disrobed. What is your story?
To start, when I was 19, I auditioned for Miss Universe New Zealand 10 years ago, which is crazy. I'm now 30 years old. I didn't really know myself back then, but it was a journey that I was excited to embark on. But due to unforeseen reasons, I was living in Australia at the time for 6 months before, and they said that I couldn't participate because of that, even though it got down to the final round.
So you backed out from the contest?
I was asked to.
Why?
So
Because you were based in Australia?
So yes, but which is crazy to me because I was born and raised in New Zealand. I had just gone to Australia for 6 months for work experience, but things were a lot more strict back then. I mean, these days it's a lot more lenient, but back then that was the reason, and I was okay with that because when one door closes, a lot more other things open. I mean, I had a whole chapter here in the Philippines. I learned so much more about myself, who I am as a woman, where my background is from. I got to live in different countries. I moved to even the UAE during the pandemic. And a second stint of me joining Miss Universe was for Miss Universe UAE. So that was an exciting time because it was open to residents that were living in Dubai at the time.
So how long ago is this?
This is 2021 now.
Right.
So fast forward, it's always been this kind of luring dream in the back of my mind. I've never found the right place to join due to I am a New Zealand passport holder only, but I move around a bit. I guess it's the thing I think halfies struggle with is where I am in this world. I mean, I'm half New Zealander, half Filipina, but for some reason it's always like you're not enough of this or you don't belong here. It's like, where do I belong?
What happened in UAE?
So that one was due to political reasons. That was completely out of my control. But
You actually joined a contest, and then what happened?
we got down to the top 30. There was actually another Kiwi girl there that was residing in Dubai. There's two Filipina girls. So it felt like its own mini Miss Universe. Everyone was excited for that when it came out. But a week before the coronation night, it got canceled. So again, a second.
It got canceled for political reasons, but had nothing to do with you girls.
No.
All right.
I think the country was not, and they still do not have a Miss UAE. So
Okay, all right.
that's okay.
Hindi na naman natuloy. So
No.
2014, hindi natuloy. 2021, and then this story.
So what the nice thing was about living in the UAE was I met a lot of Kababayans. Josh Eugene was there, he owns Miss Universe Bahrain, Miss Universe Pakistan, Miss Universe Egypt. He takes, I guess, countries that aren't really doing anything with their Miss Universe, and he gives a girl a chance. For 4 years, there's not been a representative from New Zealand on the Miss Universe stage. And as a Kiwi girl, watching Miss Universe every year, looking for that girl, it is sad. So it all sort of just fell into place. Josh is really an amazing person. He finds a girl with a dream, and he tries to make that happen. And
How'd you meet?
so during the Miss Universe UAE, he was casting. Thousands of girls applied. So I met him through that casting and the Eugene group. And I guess he remembered me as a Kiwi girl. And yeah, I
Story's
guess
there.
fast forward to back here in Manila
So you were appointed Miss Universe New Zealand.
in March.
And
yes.
I remember because there was a huge announcement about it, especially here, because you're known, particularly because of your stint with PBB and ABS-CBN.
Yes.
First, how did you react when Josh actually said to you, that I am offering you?
I screamed. I remember I think it was just in my room at the time. My friend Vanessa was with me, and I screamed. I was like, this can't be for real. It just felt something in me that, is this why it didn't work out each time? Is this what led me to this very moment? To be honest, it was a dream come true.
Right.
And it felt like it's for my father who passed away when I was 12. He is the Kiwi in my family, and
Okay.
I really felt like it was for him.
Did you start to prepare? Did you start to connect with people? What did you do?
In the week or two leading up to the appointment, yes, I started reaching out to people, but it was still a secret. And then once it was announced, to be honest, within days, I was already aware of an issue within Miss Universe New Zealand.
How did you know?
So I remember being at a charity event and seeing, I guess, Josh and Ian from Eugene Group, who own the Miss Universe franchise. They looked a bit concerned. I could tell they were dealing with something through conversation, and they brought to my attention that apparently due to my previous work in films with Viva, and my title's at jeopardy. And that came as quite a shock. But at that point, I didn't think, I'm like, no, this can't be it, though. In my mind, I'm quite an optimist. I always think like, oh, but maybe they just need to see what it really was, and it's art. Like, they know they're in the industry. I mean, I've never hid my past. It takes one Google to see what I've done. It's not like no one was aware. But when it came to the attention of the higher Miss Universe organization, there was someone that basically said she cannot participate from very early on.
And when you finally confirmed that you could not participate?
So Josh really fought for me because he appointed me because he believed in me more than I think I believe in myself sometimes. I really appreciate Josh and the Eugene Group for that, but I could understand if they wanted some things clarified, but to be sort of told like, hey, no, she can't. That was the vibe really of the conversation.
And given the chance to clarify, what would you say?
I would say I'm an actress. I was portraying a role. I have my limitations because it was something in the back of my mind that I thought maybe pageantry one day wouldn't be okay with.
Oh, you had that in mind?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. So that's why when I got the opportunity to work with an amazing director, Joey Reyes, he's now the president of the Philippine Film Development Association.
FDAP.
Yeah.
One of the most respected, yes.
A legend director and a great cast, I thought, and it was a lead role. And I thought, who am I to say no to this blessing? It was after the pandemic. I mean, everyone is trying to get back on their feet after work. To me, it was a no-brainer because I really believe in the art and the craft of what's going on. I questioned everything. I'm not going to be showing frontal nudity. I just want to make that clear. Everything's implied. And that was what I went into it heading, and I don't regret it. There was one with Joey Reyes. It's called Tag Init. It's a summer story, a drama romance. And another one with Diego Lozaga is Paboya. It was more of an action gang one. And Diragyam Laranas. I really love him also. I've done other work other than that, but the light has been shined on this for this particular issue. Yeah.
Because of these films, you got into problems with Miss Universe.
It's the intimate scene aspect of it. I think they were sent something out of context. It was just a screenshot, no context. I really hope that they were able to research properly and
because you didn't do nudity.
It was, I always covered my nipples, I mean, it makes sense to the storyline. It's a romantic drama. People are being reunited. It was a love scene.
It had context,
yes.
In other words.
I think there's a stigma to certain platforms that put out these movies, and I think if you're a Filipino, you're automatically think, oh, she's doing a racy movie. It's not real movies. That's the stigma that I hoped to break. The reason why I took these roles is I thought, these are amazing directors and actors. Like, it shocks me, really. I was shocked when this happened.
Did you get a letter? Did you get a formal explanation from the organization as to why you were being dethroned?
No. So this conversation actually had nothing to do with me. This is between Josh of Miss Universe New Zealand and the Miss Universe. So I was never, only Josh would inform me. To me, it sounds a little bit maybe counter-progressive, if that's the right term. I mean, in this day and age, you can be a mom, you can be, from all walks of life, any race, any height. But for a girl with her, when it comes to a role she did for her career and an actress, that is, beauty is subjective. I guess so is art is subjective. I think it just took someone's opinion to sort of say no to a whole dream, which I'm still trying to understand, but I know there is a silver lining in every negative situation. So I just think that if any girl sees themselves in me, I don't want them to give up. To feel like it's okay to be emotional about something.
Of course.
Yeah, I mean, to put it bluntly, I feel like depressed can be a harsh word.
Devastated,
but
yeah.
I was devastated. I really thought, hey, this is my last chance that I really thought, maybe it's my third chance at something. And for it to be taken away overnight, it felt like a knife in the stomach. And I was so embarrassed. I didn't know what to tell people that would ask me every day, how are your preparations going? And yeah, I think that's the hardest part for me. So thank you for giving me this space to talk openly about it. But there are always brighter things on the horizon, and I feel when one door closes, a whole roof opens, and I'm just excited for what's next on the horizon.
I know. As we speak now, are you still hoping that this can change?
To be honest with you, Tito Boy, for me personally, I've closed the chapter on Miss Universe. To know that you're really not wanted to participate in something. Okay, say I was given a chance, they saw this interview and thought, hey, let's let her walk at Mexico. It wouldn't feel right to me, or I just feel like maybe I would be extra scrutinized or not given a fair chance.
Did it make you feel angry that you were being dethroned because you are a working actor?
It made me have so many questions. It made me think, am I less of a woman because I have done this? Mas mabang tao? Diba? Like, because I've portrayed a role in a movie, I'm never gonna say names, but there are past contestants who I love that have mas malala compared to me, and I'm not here to say, hey, why are you targeting me? I'm okay with it, but it does pop the question, why? What is it that affects them so deeply? I just also want to say to any woman watching this that we are not defined by our past experiences. If something has happened to you, by our actions, our career, our race, anything, we define ourselves. I think that's important to remember. As long as you know who you are, your family knows, the people around you, the people love and support you, I think that's okay.
I'm totally impressed by the way you're taking this. It's a difficult experience. Given the chance to deliver a message to the Miss Universe organization, what would you say?
Thank you for giving women a chance to speak their advocacies. Think about what you mean when you say inclusivity.
This whole experience about being dethroned has made you what?
It made me stronger, more courageous, more resilient.
We look forward to all the things that you're going to do in the future.
Thank you.
We look forward to the movies. We look forward to the stories. We look forward to what it is that's going to come after Miss Universe.
Thank you.
That's
Tito
exciting.
Boy. I don't want to say too much, but all I can say is Miss Universe is not the only pageant that there is.
So, are you single?
Woo! I feel like
I like that. It cannot be a Tito Boy interview without me asking that.
I knew this was coming, and still I'm not prepared. I feel in showbiz that I feel like it's karma sometimes to say it, put it out there, and then maybe it doesn't work out. So all I'm gonna say is my heart is happy right now.
That's good.
And I'm very
No,
grateful.
you know what? People also should realize that part of our job is to ask questions.
Yes.
But personally, when I ask and you say, I want to protect certain things, I totally get it. Franki, maraming salamat.
Maraming salamat din. Thank you.
Thank
Tito
you.
Boy. Thank you.
Hi, people of the Philippines and people of the world. Hit the button below and you will be subscribing to the Boy Abunda Talk channel on YouTube. Let's keep talking. Kaibigan, tuloy ang usap.